Buitiweyu Sato Kasakabo, buenos dias and good day. My name is Ilva, aka Phoenix Taino, and welcome to my Wakfu walkthrough. Here we are at Amakna Harbor, standing right next to this character whose name is Farla Ingalsa. And we are going to take care of some Amakna side quests because I completely forgot about them and they're all level 36. So we are well and above the minimum level to be able to get these quests completed. So to get Friend of the Moogrs, you will need to talk to Farla Ingalsa here. I already did so. So it's not going to show on my screen. I'll try and go through previous clips to add it here, but this is where you got to go just in case I forget or I don't know. Anyway, now we're going to go to where the mercenaries are in Amakna. Just going to show you guys where that is because that is where the other three quests on the screen came from. And those three quests would be Where Oh Where, Has Morigold Gone, Weeding Emergency, and Stone Cracklerage. So for the hunters, not Hunters Guild, the mercenary quests, right? We're going to go here. When you click, you're going to see just the one option if you are below level 96. That's consult contracts 36 to 50. Those are the ones we've activated. We're not going to worry about the ones from 96 to level 110 yet. We just want to get the ones that are below our level knocked out of the way. So to be able to get more information here, we have to ask the mercenary for information. So that's what we're going to do. So, looking for a little adventure, maybe you'd like to take on a little contract. Could I get more information about Old Joe's contract in the singing fields? So it says the contract is a request from the oldest farmer in Amakna, who we affectionately call Old Joe. He's not in his right mind anymore, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was a false alarm. If you want to look into it anyway, head to the singing fields east of our capital. I'd be happy to, but where do I start? I'm not about to run around every last field in Amakna looking. The easiest thing would be to start by looking for clues at the scene of the crime. Old Joe should be waiting for you at his farm all the way southeast. I marked the exact location on your map, so just head there and collect as much information as you can to help you in your search. I'll see what I can find. So now we have that objective to go to Old Joe for the where has Murigold gone. And we're going to go ahead and ask the mercenary about the... Ooh, voiceover to read what I accidentally skipped. So the first window said, the contract is a request from one of our most promising bakers, Zav. He produces golden wheat, a new variety that seems to make exceptional flour. To reach his domain, you'll have to travel through these singing fields east of our capital until you get to Gobblefield. I marked it on your map. I don't want to make bread. I want to break heads. The case seems special. Zav put up a contract for his friend Glovis, who seems to have gone missing. Start by going to see the interested party, have him explain the situation, and then you can get rowdy. Be careful, though. This must be connected to those mutant plants that have been popping up. Okay, I'll see what's going on over there. Moving right along, could I get more information about Ali Bear's contract in Amelka? So the contract was requested by Ali Bear, mayor of Amelka, the neighboring town. To get there, just head north. I've marked it on your map. Apparently the town has had earthquakes with increasing frequency, and he's rather concerned about it. Earthquakes? Not much I can do about that. Aliber suspects the cracklers are causing these disturbances. The mountain was hit hard by the latest Ogress Tier episode, and the cracklers seem much more aggressive than usual, so your job is to confirm or disprove this theory, and if possible, put a stop to it. Big as they are, they're still just pebbles. I'll take care of it. So, let's see. Does it give me anything about Zab? No, it lets me like redo these two. Yeah. Alrighty then. So Next would be to go ahead and do these, right? So first we're going to do repair the broken barrier at Old Joe's paddock. And when we open the map, we'll be able to see the pinpointed area is right here. So we're going to go like we're going to the Surbury Fields dungeon, but instead of going straight, we're going to take a left here, and that's going to put us actually closer to the Royal Pasteurizer, which is the Moogr dungeon. Here we go. Shouldn't take us too long to get there. All right. So it says broken barrier. We're going to right click on that, and it says imperfect plank 3. So this is a crafting exercise. Fun, fun, fun. Which means I'll have to create 3 imperfect planks, and also hubby will have to do that. So let's go ahead and find the crafting bench here because I genuinely do not know where it is. We spend so much time at the beginning of the game in Astrub that I usually, whenever it's time to craft stuff, I just go to Astrub. So, let's see if we can find it on the map here. It shouldn't be too hard. I'll just go through filters and take out everything that isn't a profession just to make it easier visually. So we are here, and this says workshop, trapper, tailor, leather dealer, jeweler, herbalist. This one is the baker, lumberjack, and handyman. This is where we probably want to go. Weapons, armor, miner. No. Yep, that's where we want to go. We want to go over here. Okay, so there's the market, and then when you just keep going past the market, oh no, and climb up these stairs. It looks like, nope, wrong stairs. I was just kidding. Okay, here we go. Now we're in the right place. So we'll go to our jobs or professions. I just say jobs because the shortcut is J. The J on your keyboard, mind you. Let me be specific just in case. So we are looking for, what was it we're looking for again? Imperfect plank. So we're going to type imperfect plank here, and then go to lumberjack. There you are. We need 5 baobab wood and 5 birch wood for 1 plank. So, quick little math would mean that we need 15 of each to make 3 planks, and my lumberjack level is 44, so I am leveled up enough to get this done. Let me actually accept. Okay, I did accept all my guild stuff. Wasn't sure because I want to get credit for this crafting. You know what I'm saying? I do have to go here though to get in my Haven bag. And let's get the wood. So there's the baobab cutting, and I have plenty. So we said 15. Oh, you know what? I need 30 so I can make some for hubby too. 30 of those, and then birch wood. Look at that. I have just enough. So this should, unless the math isn't mathing and I'm wrong, but this should allow for us to make enough plank for everybody. Oh shit, do I have to? You know, I just realized. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 characters, so I'm probably going to have to. I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to get some more birch wood, which is simple enough because the baobab and birch grow in Amakna. So we're just gonna go and start harvesting real quick to collect the things that we need. So baobab is here in the singing fields. You can even, oh, and there's even some birch right here. Look at that. How convenient. Both trees that we need are right here. So we're just going to grab some clippings first and foremost. I have some in my Haven bag, but I try to keep some in the Haven bag so that like if while I'm running around I run out, it's like, oh, it's fine. I have more in the Haven bag. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna cut this down right now. And we're gonna replace it with this birch. Because that makes the tree mine so that nobody else can mess with it while I'm doing what I gotta do. Now I'm gonna stomp on this sucker so that I can plant my tree. Ta-da! Do the same thing here, get some clippings. Oh no, we're not. We're gonna chop this sucker down. And see, whenever somebody interacts with a resource, it'll make it to where for the first few minutes of its existence, nobody but the person who initially interacted with it is able to do anything about it. You know what I mean? And that's just to make it so that you're not sitting there, you know, using resources that you have and then unable to reap the benefits of it because somebody came up behind you and took the resource before you could get to it. There we go. And see, you ran out of birch, but that's fine because I can just trim this one and do my thing. Now we're going to plant another birchwood tree. I can't even get mad because I'm pretty sure one of the trees that I chopped down was probably that person's, and it looks like they went ahead and grabbed all their stuff and they're going to go to another area possibly for their stuff. I don't know. But we got 3 birchwood, 3 baobab now, and excuse me, and they're all mine. All of them are my trees. So that's good. Also, whenever you are working on your professions, it is a good idea, in my personal opinion, to try and stick to the same action. So if you want, for example, birchwood, right? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to keep clipping all the birchwood because eventually Capanaccia is going to pop up and give me 40 of them so I don't have to work as hard and then I can just focus on chopping these trees down. And then you know, keep planting and chopping trees down, and then eventually Caponaccio will pop back up again, and it will be 40 pieces of wood instead of 40, what are they called? Clippings? Cuttings. So right now I'm just trying to get a decent amount of these cuttings so that I can focus on lumberjacking it. That sounds naughty. Anyway, so I can focus on chopping the wood down. And since we're on the Neo server, that is why these trees and everything are growing so fast. If you happen to be watching this after the 5th of February, 2026, that's why. You're not crazy if you notice that the stuff here is growing and whatnot faster than you recall it doing for you when you play. So we're going to go ahead and chop this guy down. I was going to, do clippings, but hey, he's already fully grown. I got 15, so we should be good. If I'm not mistaken, I had a decent amount of the baobab. It's the birchwood I needed more of. You know what? While I do that with my character, let me get inside my hubby's haven bag here. Which, by the way, I'm doing with his knowledge and consent. Like, I'm not messing with his game without, because I know how I am as a gamer. I would be mad if somebody messed with my stuff. So I asked before I started fucking with his stuff. Okay, he doesn't have any of these plants. Okay. It's up to me. Come on, Caponaccia. I could use you popping up and helping me out here. It's so crazy. Like, this is how it works for me anyway. I don't know if anybody else has this same experience, but for me, it's like when I don't want him to pop up, he pops up. When I do want him to pop up, he's just like, nah. I think I'll just sit here and watch you do a ridiculous amount of work. And then, after you've already gotten the amount of stuff you need, that's when I'm going to pop up. All right, so we got the clippings. I'm just going to plant in every spot I can find. That's pretty much it for this section. I'm not going to bother with the other one over there because this is just all closer to each other. And by the time these all grow, I get down chopping this one, the one over here will probably already have started growing to where I can chop it down too. Oh, go back. I want these to be in order. So it'll be easier for my brain to keep track of stuff. Let me put hubby right here so that it looks like he's just, standing guard. And other people coming by won't be like, oh, I can just chop this down. It's like, no, no, no. We're doing things here. Where are you going? There. Sounds like I'm being cheered on by the demon flowers. I chopped it down. I just heard one of the flowers go, rah! But it sounded like he's saying, yeah! I am easily entertained. Can you tell? Okay. Another thing that I think is worth pointing out is that a lot of the times, if you're farming and you really want to make sure that other people don't interfere with what it is that you got going on, your best bet is to stay away from heavy traffic areas. So, right now, I'm in a heavy traffic area. A lot of people come out this way when they're leaving the capital of Amakna and whatnot. So I'm more likely than not going to have people walking by potentially needing a birch wood. And if the game allows them to chop it down, they're going to chop it down because, as far as they know, it doesn't belong to anybody. Nobody's, been waiting for that tree to grow. Now, watch, Capanach is going to pop up now that I'm clipping and not chopping. That would be my luck anyway. I just needed more of the cuttings because I was at 0. No, I'm back up to 6. And 11 again. So this one, and this one. By the time this one gets done, by the time I get done planting this one, that tree will probably already be fully grown. And if you're doing this on a historical server, you're just going to plant more trees so that by the time you get to the last one, the first one has fully grown. That's the method that I implement whenever I am working on my professions or trying to, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Gather as much of a particular resource as possible. And it's always good to just like, whenever you're in an area, because there's a particular quest that has you there, to try and do as much in that area as you can. So, for example, when I first started playing on the Neo server, I did not leave Astrub. Even after I got quests that were like, oh, go to Mount Zenith or go here or what have you. I stayed in Astrup and made sure that I did all the quests in Astrup, that I spoke to all the clan members so that those that have, side quests for you, I can complete those and harvested as much as I could of all the crops and lumberjack profession and, so on and so forth. I'm going to replace some of these trees real quick. Just because I'm tired. I'm already getting bored. But yeah, if you stick to an area and do as much as possible in that area, not just quest wise, but like working on your professions, by the time you get to the next area, and you get a quest that's like collect so many of this particular monster's, you know, seeds or whatever, you're not like, oh man, my trapper level isn't high enough for me to do that. Now I got to go back to Astrub and, you know, do some grinding on my trapper profession so that I can do what needs to be done on this next quest in this whole other area, if that makes sense. It should make sense. It makes sense to me, but, you know, sometimes you say things and you think it's super fucking clear. How could this be misinterpreted? And somebody does not understand, is not picking up what you're putting down, interprets it completely different than how you intended. So I try to be as clear as possible. Let's see how many. Oh, I have 68 birchwood. That's a decent amount. That's a decent amount despite the fact that all of that has been, me individually chopping down trees and not getting any assistance at all from Capinacha. See, now I have some of that. All of this I'm going to leave here because I try to replace what I take. And I'm just going to leave hubby over here by those trees. Wait, no. Get on your mount, first of all. This is so much faster. And then we got to go around here, past the marketplace, up the wooden steps, not the stone. And now we are here. Oh, wait, no. I already had 30 birch wood, so 38 is how many I actually... Okay. Is it here? No. I feel like... This one? Yes. Imperfect plant. 3, 6. I need 9 of them. I can make 6 so far. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and give... Achievement complete by Watu Yanani. Tree fit. Nice. Four and 38. Let me get some more of the baobab tree, baobab, however it's supposed to be pronounced, wood. And I mean, I could, if I wanted to, be more lazy, I could just purchase these resources. But because I'm in a guild and I want to help my guild get some more points and whatnot, I am completing the guild quest. You have to kill 10 monsters, craft 10 items, and complete a dungeon. So I've done all those for today except for the crafting 10 items. That's why I'm still bothering with this. Okay, that's another 6. You know what? We're going to test the theory. I'm going to trade these 3 pieces with my hubby, or just give them to him, but you have to initiate a trade to even gift items to people. All right. So he needs 3 and I need 3. But I don't know if each character needs 3. They probably will. Or if the game is like, "Oh yeah, we'll count the quest completed as long as one of your characters in the group, did the thing." So we are going to test the theory right now. Repair. And again, we're going towards the Moogr dungeon, aka the Royal Pasteurizer, to get to where that broken fence that needs fixing is. Ta-da! Right here. It's not giving me the option to fix it. Oh, yes it is. I'm silly. Here we go. She's doing it. Ta-da! And then the next quest is refill the tamed Moogrs water. So to see if this only applied to the character that did it or if it applies to everyone, we're going to switch. No, we have an entirely different... Oh, look at that. I didn't do it with all my characters. See? Repair the broken barrier. Yep. We need to make sure that all characters have 3 plank. So, time to make some more. I've already made 6, so that... I'm leaving hubby. I'm ditching him. I forgot to do the auto follow. It'll be fine. I'm gonna have to go back over there anyway. But since each character of mine is in the same guild, I'm going to do... I've already done 6 plank with this character, crafted 6 plank. Why do I keep wanting to go that way instead of going around? Anyway, so we're going to do 4 more. So this character gets that quest completed, and then we'll switch to do the others. So 4, craft, boom, completed, craft 10 items, perfect. Now we're going to switch and craft the rest with her, which will only be 3. Oh, but hold on. Now she can do it. It lets me do 3 exactly. Boom. We did it. Now when it comes to materials, yeah, I don't have enough. Y'all, I may be lazy and just go ahead and purchase the rest because this is too much. Just gonna automatically put some stuff here. And then the rest of this is gear, right? Nope, mirror key fragment. Oh yeah, some of this stuff is for the Automized Disciple 3 quest. That is the whole reason I'm even doing these things in Amakna to begin with, because I realized, oh, I never did Automized Disciple 3, and those are, that's a lower level quest. And then I noticed that we fought some of the monsters already, just doing the other quests that it requires us to. And these are the drops that we need to turn into Automai. But there was one left, and that was the Ancestral Crackler or Royal Crackler or whatever in Amakna. So then I came to Amakna and I was like, oh, I never did the mercenary quests. Because in Astra, when you do the mercenary quests, some of the very last ones are for you to defeat a dungeon boss. And so it's like, oh, 2 birds, 1 stone, let me activate these quests. And then I was like, oh, there's a lot of them. And I had talked to Farla Ingalsa already for the Friend of the Moogrs one. So yeah. Yeah. That's how we ended up here with my ADHD self. Correction, ADHD self. I'm autistic and I have ADHD. Woohoo! So, what was I doing before I distracted myself? Okay. Equipment, 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 equipment. We're keeping all that. Equipment, equipment. Okay. So, I'm going to put all this back here. And then I'm going to lock this so it doesn't get moved around again. Imperfect plank. We have 7 now. So I have one too many. No, because I have to give some to my hubby too. I mean, I don't have to, but I'm gonna. Let's go back to plants here. Yeah. Well, no, let's do this. Let's do 10 more. So we still have 10 of each left. Trying to keep things organized by level and everything, which is easier said than done, mind you. All right. So time to work on and harvest some more birch wood. And look at that. And you do want to keep in mind to pay attention to whether or not your character is doing more destroying than growing, because down here, right now it's balanced, right? But eventually, if I take more than I give, you'll see that this bar will be purple because I will have more stasis, which is the destructive end of the balance here. Or if I give more than I take, then it's going to show that I have more Wakfu, and the bar will be the same color. It's like aqua, whatever color as our level here. Because the game is literally called Wakfu. So, yes. I'm going to chop this tree down because we can. Come on, capping at ya. I think I only need, what, 10 more pieces of wood? How many do I have now? 9. So after I chop this tree down over here, I should be good. And I'm saying 10, not 15, because remember, I already have an extra imperfect plank. So I don't need enough to make 3. I only need enough to make, I mean, technically 6. I only need enough to make 5. And I've already done, there I go again. Going the wrong way. It'd be nice if there was like some steps right there from the Hunters Guild that lets you get up here. Okay, so imperfect plank. I have 7, right? So that's 3 for her, 3 for her. So we need 3, 6, 9 minus 1, so that's 8. And how many items did she craft already? 3? So 5. Hold on. Don't have enough birch. Okay. So let me do this just so I don't like fuck myself over here. I'm going to pop this out, go like this. 3, 3. So they have their 3, and then I can give this to hubs, which means I need to make 6 more imperfect planks. So now we actually need the 10 I was talking about earlier. You know what? It'll be fine. We got this. See, look at that. They've already grown back. Perfect. Because we need cuttings to replace what we chopped down. I'll plant them in a minute. Come on, capping at ya. Nope. He does not want to help a sister out. Uno más. Yes, perfect. That should be enough. I hope. Shit. Are we there yet? Oh shit, I did it that time. I didn't turn the wrong way. Ta-da! Okay. I need to make 6. I've already done 6. So I'm gonna do... The fuck? I'm definitely mathing wrong here, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's 3 for the hubby. Hold on, let's do this. Ta-da. Ta-da. Okay, yeah. More birchwood. Time to get some more birchwood. I only need 4 more. So that means 20 birchwood, not 10. Yeah! Like the demon flower said. Or demonic flower, whatever the fuck they're supposed to be called. Come on. Capinacha, be my friend. I want 40 pieces of this wood automatically. Achievement completed by Buritina. Tree fit. I mean, yeah. Okay. Now we're just gonna sit here and wait for this stuff to grow. Thankfully, I don't need too much more. One thing I'll say is that I noticed that usually out here you don't see the birch wood. Usually when you first come out of Amakna, you see the baobab or baobab, whatever, but not necessarily the birch wood. So if you're not seeing the birch wood, go towards the singing fields where the Moogr dungeon is, basically. Now what do I got? 16. Still not enough. Just gonna wait. Might as well have her cut this down just so she can get that tree fit achievement eventually, maybe. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Yeah, we should have enough birch wood now. I'm still gonna plant some things here. Okay, this bar was basically completely transparent. Now we have the blue dot. It says 0% Wakfu, but the more I grow, the higher of the percentage of Wakfu I'll have. Just realized she's got an entirely different list of things. Friend of Moogrs, that's what we want. And then you three. Switch back to Buritina. That way everyone's on the same page. And I honestly don't remember how many things I've already crafted. Ooh. But you know what? I can probably look at my quest log and it'll tell me. Excuse me. I've done 7. So I would just need to do 3 here. Yeah, craft on top of the shit. Well, first we need the materials. And lets me do 4, so we're not going to do that. Let's see. Oh yeah, because I needed 4. So we're going to do 3 with her. Quest completed. And now she's going to do the last one, because then she'll at least have one of these quests under her belt. Or not quests, one of these crafting items crafted under her belt. You just need the one. Okay, now we're going to go to the main. And 6 imperfect plant, 9 imperfect plant. No. And then you have the other 3. Okay. For real this time. No, I have to have the character that hasn't already completed this active. And the items in everyone's pockets that needs to have that active, and then it'll complete it for everybody. That's why I have 3 in her pocket and 3 in her pocket. But before I do anything else, actually, I do need to be back at Watuyanani because she's the one holding the ones that I need to give to my handsome hubby. See? 9 planks for you, my love. He's not here. I'm playing on his account. But it's fine. Ta-da! Now he has it. So his characters can do it, and so can mine. Alright, it shows that we completed it, right? And now when I switch to the other character that needed to complete it, it shows that she also did. See? See? And, now let me get hubby's characters to have all the necessary... Wait, did I not trade it with him? Yeah, I gave him the imperfect plank. Why is it not showing in his inventory? That's... Oh, you know what? I bet you it's a component. It's in his component basket. Boom. That's exactly what happened. Okay. Oh, and he had some imperfect plank already. He had 3 already made. Well, would you look at that? All right. Let's have him do it. So go. Perfect. Now we just need to move 3 into this character's pocket, and then 3 into this character's pocket. Oops, wrong button. Hold, please. There we go. He did it. Now the next thing we have to do is to refill the tame Moogrs water trough. So this is simple enough. We are just going to go to Gobblefield Country, and that is where we can find the Strawberry Fields dungeon. That's the dungeon with the fucking flowers. So we come here because water. So refill the tame Moogrs water trough. I don't know how much water we're going to end up needing, so I'm just going to grab, dig into this like 3 times. And one more time. So each time you dig into the well, you're going to get about 100 buckets of water. And so that's what we want. Let me make sure I'm following myself. Perfect. And we are going to go where this tells us to go, which if we look at the map, it wants us to go right back to that same area. So at least it's not having us go to a bunch of different pens. It looks like it's the same pen that they want us to work on every time. So that's nice. There's the water. And we're going to click on that. Oh, wait, you know what? It says 5 Babbage. I'm so confused. Buckets of water. Okay. We only needed 10. So we over prepared, but it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Oh, okay. When we went into the water too, it automatically picked up for everybody. Everybody has 300 buckets of water. Woo, okay. Now we know. And this says we needed how much Babbage? 5. Oh, did I accidentally? No, what the fuck? I must have clicked out before it finished. Oops. Why is it not counting it? I have the buckets of water and it's taking them. Refill the Moogrs water trough. That is what I did. How many times do I have to do this before it'll count it? It says 10, but it's not. What? I'm just going to do this 5 more times. We're going to see. 4, 3, 2. Now we have officially filled this sucker with 100 buckets of water and it's still not counting it. And the thing is when you click on this, it wants you to fill the Babbage. So I'm wondering if there's some kind of glitch here. So let me, it says 5 Babbage, right? And there's 3 of me, so 15 for me, 15 for hubby. That's 30. Won't let me open my Haven bag here? How about here? No. How about here? Yes. I know I have plenty of babbage. Yeah. Like I said, perks of already having worked on a profession or whatever in a given area is that you end up having plenty of an item whenever it's called for. So let's see if maybe we can do this. Offering you a trade, yes. Let's give him 15. Okay. And now we can do 5 for each of his characters. Go ahead and have him start on his stuff while I divvy up the babbage among my characters here. Okay, he did the babbage and it marked off his refill the water. They have it backwards. Boom. Now will it count the water trough, even though it says... Okay. You know what? Whatever works. All right. Milk chamomile. We're going to go ahead and milk her. Everybody milking. Collected too recently. Oh, is it because hubby just did it? Hubby already did it? Get out the way, sir. Oh, so I gotta wait because he just did it probably a couple minutes before I can do it myself. That's fine. And this is Clover. So on his screen it says Thrash Clover. I'm gonna go ahead and have him do what needs done. Okay, it says Thrash, but when you click on it, the option is to heal him. All right, can I harvest now? I can't do this either, probably. Nope, don't do that. There's no point. I'm gonna need that in a minute. Now I'm probably gonna have to wait. There we go. Ta-da! Take the bell to the Amakna blacksmith and have it repaired. Okay. We should be able to do that. Let's look on the map where we gotta go. So the blacksmith is right here. Like right across from the zap, it looks like. Okay, now this way. Then once we get to the tree, we're going to take a left. Or the Haven tree, Haven World tree, whatever it's supposed to be called. What's it called? Whatever. Haven World tree. That's what we're going to call it. And then here is where we need to go to have this bell repaired. Now, did everybody get a bell? It's not showing, but I'm going to trust that we did and talk to this the candor here. If you're looking for a weapon, you're in the right place, kid. We're not here to play games. Although sometimes patience is a virtue. I've been waiting 236 years for my sword, and my virtue is starting to wear thin. Ah, that is to say, I'm here to repair this spell, and I haven't got 236 years ahead of me. Well, yeah, that's nothing. Just grab like this, pull a little, a few well-placed hits with the hammer, and boom, a brand new bell. Super! That was quick after all. Thanks. Okay. We gotta make sure hubby's got it done as well. And then I'm gonna make sure everybody else has that completed too. So is it gonna show? No, because I didn't milk chamomile. This is something that if you're playing with multiple characters, I highly recommend doing. Always check. Because I would have gotten further along and then not realized that, oops, I fucked up. I have to switch each character, milk chamomile, switch each character, heal clover, and then come right back here. So that's fun. And then I have to go back to Astrub and do the same thing with Missy Amulet because clearly I forgot to switch characters when I was doing the quest for Verna. Ay ay ay. But we'll get it. We'll get it. It's fine. We got this. Oh, I think I went too far. That's not where we're supposed to go. It's on the other side of this bridge here. And this is the paddock. So, with our main characters, we can go see old Joe, who is this gentleman right here. And he's saying, "What have you got for me there?" Camomile's bell? Well, thank you kindly for everything you've done for me Moogrs, friend. They're all doing wonderfully. No problem. I love Moogrs. So, we have the Friend of Moogrs title now. Well, this character does. My other ones do not. So we're going to go ahead and switch so we can get that part taken care of. And have hubby switch his characters too. All right. Here we go. I'm going to switch to her. Too recently. So I'm just going to wait. Actually, no. I can probably go ahead and do the clover thing. Perfect. Now we go back to the blacksmith, but not before making sure the other character gets this done. It didn't take long. I thought it might have been like 5 minutes, but it felt more like 1.5, 2 minutes that I had to wait. So, could be worse. I'm just gonna stand here and wait. There we go. And then while I get my characters taken care of, I'm gonna have my husband do the same things we just got done doing. almost turned too soon. Hopefully I don't have to switch characters for this part. But we shall see. Yep, 2 bells. And just to be sure, we're going to switch. Boom. Yep. Oh. Did I pass the tree? I did pass the tree. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and do things on my screen and hubby's screen at the same time. And it's not working all that well, so. Ay. Why is it not letting him do the thing? Wait a damn minute. Do his alternate characters not have the quest? How? How did we accomplish that? How? Oh, you know what? I think when I spoke to Farla Ingalsa with my husband's character, I hadn't added the other two to the party yet. So they technically have to, like... Well, no, because... Did we do the paddock? Or do they still have the plank in their component things? No, they did that part. I'm so confused. I am so confused. All right. So I got the quest completed from all my characters. I'm going to pause here, make sure hubby's good to go, and then be right back.